Kansas City Chiefs. The 10-4 Kansas City Chiefs are up next on the Steelers' schedule on the road. Steelers go to Arrowhead. They go up against the 10-4 Kansas City Chiefs. And at the start of the week, our odds were not looking too good. It wasn't looking too great.
No. I mean, no one expects the Steelers to win this game.
No.
No one.
But now there seems to be an outbreak going on for COVID-19 for the Kansas City Chiefs, as they got about 10 or more players on COVID. I think about 8 of them, if I'm not mistaken, are starters.
And this is the list of players that are currently on the COVID list as of Wednesday night. Tyreek Hill, Blake Bell, Rashad Fenton, Nick Bolton, Kyle Long, Lucas Nyang, Armani Watts, Travis Kelce, Harrison Butker, who is confirmed out for this game. Elliott Fry will get the kicking job for this week. Travarius Ward, Chris Jones, who should be back because he was out with COVID last week, so he could be back this week. And of course, Mike Remmers, who's currently on IR.
Yeah, and wide receiver Josh Gordon and linebacker Willie Gay, who were on COVID last week and missed the Chargers game, they did return to practice on Wednesday, and Andy Reid of the Chiefs did confirm that they are removed from the list, so they are good.
And I'm expecting Chris Jones to be part of that list at least by Sunday. Now, some of these guys could be back before Sunday if they test 2 negative tests within a 24-hour period, which could be very possible with a lot of these guys.
Yeah, very.
Well, who knows? Who knows, especially since the Steelers themselves have a little outbreak. That's nothing to the numbers of the Chiefs, and hopefully it doesn't get to that level. But Montravius Adams was on the COVID list last week. And now, newly, earlier today, Zach Banner, Marcus Allen, and even linebacker Devin Bush are on the COVID list. Now, again, those guys could be back, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know with this thing. This thing's been breaking out the past couple of weeks now, and it's starting to spread through the majority of the NFL's locker rooms now, and this is, what's been going on. And now it's struck the Chiefs and even the Steelers a little bit.
Now, hopefully, that's the only positive test we get from those two teams.
Yeah, fingers crossed that more doesn't come out. Fingers crossed that it doesn't continue to spread, that this is basically it. Because if more does come out, more than likely we'll be seeing a postponement of this game.
Which is the last thing any of us want to see.
Although the NFL said before the season even started, if there's an outbreak of any team and they can't participate, must be a forfeit. They literally put that in the original protocol. But the NFL, they like to...
The backtrack.
They like to twist and turn and pretty much go over and around their own rules and create new ones, which we are at right now.
Pretty much. But we face the Kansas City Chiefs the day after Christmas, and as much as I'd love to be a Grinch and head into their home and steal whatever is left of their Christmas spirit, I just don't know if that's going to happen, even with the COVID positive tests that the Chiefs are currently withstanding.
Right. If we're going to be completely honest with you guys, although for what it's looking for with the Chiefs right now, it's not looking great. They got about 7 or 8 starters on the COVID list right now. Some may be playing. None of them could be playing. We don't know yet. We're just going to have to wait and see. But even then, when it comes to me and Danny, honestly, in our honest opinion, we can still see this team kind of struggling against them.
No, because the team is very mediocre. It's not a very good team. In fact, they are really scratching for a playoff spot at this point, just based on not only the number 7 or 6 seed, but the division.
Yeah.
Now, the division's not too far off from the Steelers. When you look at specifically the Bengals' remaining schedule, they got the Ravens this week, then they got the Chiefs next week, and then they finish off with the Browns. Now, say we lose this game, which is very possible, regardless of whatever goes down, COVID-wise. It's very possible, but if we were to lose this week, we would still need the Bengals to lose 2 out of their last 3 games, and we would have to win out, meaning we would have to sweep the Browns and the Ravens. So even if we lose this game, there's still a chance we could win the division or make the playoffs.
It's very possible, too.
But it's a lot easier if you just win this game. And now that's a lot easier said than done because it's the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead fighting for a number 1 seed. with Andy Reid at head coach.
And the AFC is wide open. I think right now the Chiefs are number one. I think they have that possession right now. You know for a fact they're going to want to try to keep a hold of it.
So, despite what's going down cover-wise, this Chiefs team's going to come in to their house still fighting. And I hope the Steelers bring the same attitude. But the thing with the Steelers is they are a mediocre team. The offense got nothing going last week. They got only 12 points off of 4 turnovers, all of them being field goals. And Tomlin even said in his press conference, you're not going to beat the Chiefs with field goals.
No.
You're not. It worked when we last won a playoff game in 2016 in the divisional round, but that was the Chiefs beforehand.
Yeah, that was when they had Alex Smith at quarterback and a subpar offense and a mediocre defense at the time.
But now we're looking at Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I don't even have to go over the resume. You guys already know.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, they're 2 top weapons. Yes, they're on the COVID list, but I'm anticipating at least one of them to be back healthy. And those 2 guys are Pro Bowlers. Those 2 guys are game changers.
Those 2 guys are uncoverable.
They are legitimately uncoverable. And their yak ability is among the best in the league.
It's not even fair. Let's be honest. It's not
not
even funny either.
No, it's not. And, of course, you already know they revitalized that offensive line completely from left tackle all the way to right tackle tremendously. They just got Clyde Edwards-Helaire back from IR recently, and he's been pretty solid in their receiving game as well as their ground game. He's not really a full-blown ground running back, but he is a versatile piece. So this offense against this defense, man, it's pretty easy what you got to do against the Chiefs, and the Buccaneers pretty much gave you the blueprint. You got to pressure Mahomes.
Yeah, you definitely have to.
Now, Mahomes is a guy that can obviously still create plays and make miraculous, unbelievable, unrealistic throws under pressure, but the way to beat Mahomes and the Chiefs in that Chiefs offense is obviously to continuously get pressure on Mahomes. And that's something I think the Steelers defense could do, but I don't know if they can do it at a consistent level. We all know TJ Watt, best edge rusher in the league, and yes, I said it, the best in the league, not the AFC, not the AFC North, just the league in general.
The best.
This dude is a legitimate game changer. You guys seen the stats. When he exits a game with injury or when he's out, we are winless without him. This guy's a game changer. Now, outside of that, Cameron Hayward is the only guy on the defensive line that still remains to do anything positive. Alex Highsmith would have to step up for sure.
The same with Chris Wormley on the other side. I'll give Wormley this. He's stepped up in the past couple of weeks.
He has.
He's done very well in the past couple of weeks, so he's going to have to step up majorly too.
But thus, the entire defense is just going to have to continue to step up. They did last week creating turnovers against the Titans offense, and they pretty much saved us the game. They won us that game last week, legitimately. The defense is our only saving grace for winning this game or for even winning the remainder of the season.
Exactly.
Because
and the defense, despite guys being out with COVID or injury or whatever, it's still going to be a tough task.
Of course.
And they have to be on their A game a full 60 minutes. Because I know the offense ain't. Let's be honest. The offense only plays 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The defense, exactly. The defense got to play a full 60. They got to pressure Mahomes. They got to try and create turnovers. Because the thing with Mahomes, especially early on in the season when they were 3-4 at the time, they won 7 straight. But earlier on, Mahomes was making a lot of mistakes to a point that he actually led the league in interceptions.
Yeah, he did.
So we got to try to find a way to get Mahomes to get back to how he was playing earlier in the season.
And that way is to pressure Mahomes.
Yeah. That has to be the main key for defense. You got to pressure Mahomes. You got to get to the guy.
As for the offense, you pretty much have to keep that offense off the field. You have to keep the Chiefs' offense off the field. You got to keep Mahomes and company off the field. But the problem is, I don't even think the Steelers' offense can remain on the field. They really can't.
No, they
now,
can't.
Say what you want about the Chiefs' defense. I know they've been horrendous all year. But the last however many games, 5-6 weeks, they have stepped up tremendously. They really have. Guys have stepped up. Matthew stepped up. Their corners have stepped up. Nick Bolton has been honestly a quiet name for defensive rookie of the year. I know he's not going to win it because of another fellow linebacker in Dallas.
Yeah.
But he's been very quiet this year. He's been very impressive for a struggling Chiefs defense. That defensive line on paper looks good, but they've kind of, they haven't played up to par outside of Chris Jones, who should be back off the COVID list, facing Kendrick Green.
Which, by the way, Kendrick Green, you need to step the hell up.
Yes, he does.
Like, dude, that's Chris Jones. Like, I'm shitting my pants for Kendrick Green.
For you, bro. But, you know, with this offense, I have no faith in this offense. I would love us to try to get a running game going with Najee. That's your only saving grace, but...
That is. And Pat Frymuth, I mean, I think he's dealing with a concussion right now, and I think I heard that he may not even be able to play in this game.
So thus, Zach Gentry will get his first career start.
And losing Pat Frymuth is going to hurt, especially in the red zone.
Because he's so reliable. Now, I trust Gentry, but we all know Muth is a beloved Steeler already in his rookie season.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But this offense, you know, I just don't think they can remain on the field to keep the Chiefs' offense off the field. That's my complaint here. We don't have the offense to pretty much help out the defense.
No, to get points on the board, to be consistent, because that's what we're not.
And say the defense does step up, which I'm feeling a little optimistic they will, because I've noticed in certain games they have really pumped up and they have really stepped up when they needed to, because they understand the situation. But the offense hasn't given them any favors. So say they do limit the Chiefs' offense. I don't know if the offense can you know, give them help.
No, I mean, just look at last week. All we got was field goals off of 4 turnovers.
So this offense got to step it up in this game. It's a Chiefs defense. They've struggled, but they've stepped up. But, you know, this is also a struggling offense themselves.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs defense is going to be losing some guys because of COVID. So if they're going to be out, the offense must take advantage. I just don't know if they will.
I don't know either.
Because we faced terrible defenses previously this season, and the offense still didn't do anything.
Here's the thing, though. I've noticed, because Tomlin and company have even said it, you know, you can't start off with field goals. You can't beat the Chiefs with field goals. You understand that. Are you going to go into that game with that same philosophy in Arrowhead?
I sure as hell hope so.
Or are we going to get rinse and repeat in the first half?
Because I don't want to hear him saying, "Oh, we can't beat Kansas City with field goals." Then come up with a game plan. Tell these players to get their shit straight and play better on the field. You're an NFL head coach.
Right.
It's your job. It's what you're supposed to do.
So,
if you're saying this stuff, then you better live up to your quote.
So, we need to see action. We need to see action in this game. The offense has to step up. I'm not too confident on the offense, but they have to step up. They got to try to keep the Chiefs' offense off the field. As for the defense, we've already said it, man. I am very optimistic to see what this defense can do, even with Hill and Kelsey possibly coming back.
And in this game, you know, I will not underestimate their backups or some of their practice squad players. I will not. I don't think the Steelers should either.
Right.
Just because Kelsey may not play or Hill may not play or some of their defensive guys may not play doesn't mean that you should sleep on them. They are the Kansas City Chiefs. They are led by Andy Reid, who is a great head coach.
Yes.
And you're going on the road in Arrowhead, which is probably the most loudest stadium in all of the NFL.
While they are fighting for a number 1 seed.
So go in there and have a great mindset, have a great mentality. Like, bro, we gotta play our best football.
I sure hope so. Now, again, if we lose this game, it's not completely season over. We still have a shot at the North, but it's a lot easier if you just win this game.
And it is a must-win game.
I'm not feeling too great heading into this game, thinking we could win.
And I'm not really gonna have my expectations too high as well.
No,
but it is a must-win game, no doubt.
It is. It is. It should be very interesting to see, you know, what goes down in Arrowhead come Sunday. But Steelers Chiefs, man, should be a very interesting game. I can't wait for it. Hopefully the Steelers, you know, show up. They really show up when they needed to. Otherwise, it could be another long day for Steelers fans.
Yeah.
A long day for Steeler Nation. Especially since it'll be after Christmas. Hopefully they do not ruin our Christmas spirit or our Christmas enjoyment that we had for Christmas weekend.
And speaking of holidays, we want to wish every single one of you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays. Hopefully, you know, you guys are safe. You guys are careful out there. You guys enjoy the family time, enjoy the feasts, enjoy the presents that you guys are going to be opening. Of course. Just enjoy the holidays.
Just enjoy the giving and love of Christmas, man. It's one of my favorite times of the year. It probably is actually my favorite time of the year, my favorite holiday. I'm going to enjoy it, and hopefully the Steelers don't ruin some of my mood.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy holidays. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And let us know you guys' thoughts down below about the Chiefs and the Steelers. Is Week 16, man. It's a crazy game coming up. It's pretty much must win.
Oh, no doubt.
So,
but hopefully we advance to 8-6-1.
Yeah, totally. But they're heading into Arrowhead under serious circumstances for both teams. It'll be very interesting to see what team we actually get. I'm looking forward to it. Here we go, Steelers.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!